Good morning, students. Today we are going to see 3 examples of triangles, and these are the first 3 examples that is of the chapter using the axiom 7.1 and theorem 7.1. Now the first example is, in the figure OA is equals to OB and OD is equals to OC. Show that number 1, triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC, and number 2, AD is parallel to BC. So here we have to show two things. First thing is a congruency, and second thing is when two lines are parallel. This two also we have to show. Now the given figure or the given diagram is this one. Here AO and BO are equal, OD and OC are equal. These two are given. So first what we are going to do is, first we are going to write whatever is given in the question. In the question it is given OA is equals to OB and OD is equals to OC, and from the figure we can see OA is the point of intersection. Now to prove, this is that show that is our to prove. So next we will write to prove. First one is triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC, and second one is AD is parallel to BC. Now our proofing starts. Here we are considering first triangle, the two triangles, triangle AOD and triangle BOC. In this two triangle, AO is equals to OB, that is given. Angle AOD, that means this angle, and angle BOC, that means this upper angle, are vertically opposite. So the corresponding reason that we are writing for congruency, the corresponding reason is also to be written. Number 3, OD is equals to OC. This also is given. Therefore, triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC by side angle side congruency rule. So two angles are equal and two sides are equal and one angle is also equal. So using side angle side congruency, we can say that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Now when the triangles are congruent, we can say that angle AOD is equals to angle BOC. That means if we come to the diagram, angle OAD, that means this angle is equal to angle OBC by CPCT. Since the triangles are equal, the corresponding parts of the congruent triangle are also equal. That means angle A and angle B are equal. Similarly, angle D and angle C are equal, as well as the sides are also equal. So after proving congruency, we are taking angle AOAD is equals to angle OBC by CPCT. These two angles are alternate angles of the line segment AD and BC. So if we see the line AD and BC, we can say that angle A and angle B are alternate angles if AB is the transversal. When AB is the transversal, angle A and angle B are alternate. So we can say conversely that AD and BC are parallel to each other. So since the angles are alternate angles, we can say angle the lines AD is parallel to BC. So this is the first proof, that is the congruency as well as the parallel of the line. Now come to the second example. In second example, we can see that the question is AB is a line segment and L is a line. So here from the diagram we can see AB is a line segment and this perpendicular L is a line. It is a perpendicular bisector. So perpendicular bisector means the line AB is bisected, that is divided into two equal parts. That means AC and CB are two equal parts, and the word perpendicular means they are bisecting, the line L is bisecting AB at 90 degree. So perpendicular bisector means the line AB is bisected into two equal halves at the point C with angle as 90. If a point P lies on the line L, so a point P lies on the line L, we have to show that P is equidistant from AB. So first what we have to do, we have to draw a line AB, then we have to draw a straight line which is perpendicular bisector of the line AB. On that line L, there will be a point P, and we will join AP and BP. On joining AP and BP, we will get two triangles, triangle ACP and BCP, triangle ACP and triangle BCP. So two triangles we are getting. So similarly, like before, first we will write the given. Given is L is a perpendicular bisector of the line AB. Since it is perpendicular bisector, we can say AC is equals to CB and angle PCB is equals to 90 degree. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove that P is equidistant from A and B. Equidistance means the length of AP should be equal to the length of PB. Now our proofing starts. So we will write proof and we will consider the two triangles. The triangles are ACP and BCP. In triangle ACP and BCP, for whatever the equal things we are getting, we will write that, and then accordingly we will prove it by the relevant congruency. So we have learned 5 types of congruency. We will use either of the one congruency. Here we will use side angle side congruency. Side AC is equals to CB, perpendicular bisector, or C is a midpoint that is given. Angle PCA and PCB both are 90 degree, and PC and PC are common. So both the triangles have PC as common, and AC and BC are equal. So both sides and one angle, that is the included angle. So we will write triangle ACP is congruent to triangle BCP by side angle side congruency rule. So after congruency, we can say that AP is equals to BP. AP is the line AP and this line BP are equal by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. When two triangles are congruent, the sides of the triangle as well as the angles of the triangle are all equal. So we can say AP is equals to BP. Since AP is equals to BP, we can also say that P is equidistant from the point A and B. So this is our second example. And the last example, the third example that I am going to explain is example 3. The line segment AB is parallel to another line segment CD. So from the figure, we have to draw the figure. Here the figure is not given. So AB is parallel to CD. So I have given the parallel sign, that is the arrows. O is a midpoint of AD. So we need to join AD and make O as midpoint. Since O is the midpoint, we can say OA is equals to OD. What we have to show? We have to show triangle AOB, that is the bottom triangle, is equals to triangle DOC, that is the top triangle. And also we have to show that O is also the midpoint of BC. So this straight line BC, O is also the midpoint. Now first what we are going to write? First we are going to write the given. What is given? Given is AB is parallel to CD. Since AB is parallel to CD, we can say angle OAB and angle ODC are alternate angles. If AB and CD is parallel and AD is the transversal, we can say that angle A is equals to angle D. The reason is alternate angle. It is also given that O is the midpoint of AD. Therefore, OA is equals to OD. Now what we have to prove? So we'll write to prove. Number 1, OA, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC, and O is also the midpoint of BC. So these two we need to prove. So for the first proof, we will consider the bottom triangle and the top triangle. In triangle AOB and triangle DOC, first one is angle OAB is equals to angle ODC. That I have said angle A and angle D are alternate angles. So the reason also I have written. It is very important to write the reasons. Without the reason, the point is not valid. So we need to write the reason. The reason is alternate angle. Then AO is equals to OD. That is the side AO is equals to OD. We are getting this since O is the midpoint of AD. And lastly, angle AOB is equals to angle DOC. That means this angle AOB is equals to angle DOC. It is vertically opposite angle. So I have written the reason. AOB is equals to DOC, vertically opposite. Therefore, the triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC by angle side angle. So two angles and one side. The side is including. If we see the diagram, see this angle and this angle we have taken, angle A and angle O, and OA is the including side. So by angle side angle congruency rule, we can say the triangles are congruent to each other. So the first part is proved. Second part is we have to prove that O is the midpoint of BC. Since these two triangles are congruent, we can say OC is equals to OB. By CPCT, that is corresponding parts of congruent triangle, we can say OB is equals to OC. Triangles are congruent, so all the sides and all the angles are equal. Since all the sides and all the angles are equal, we have taken OC is equals to OB. This implies O is the midpoint of BC. Hence, it is proved. So these are the 3 examples that I have taken to make you understand the basics of congruency. So today till this much. I hope this tutorial is helpful for you. Thank you.